welcome back to the Paranormal Project. I'm Jenna.
I'm Ryan. In this episode we are going to be talking about the slit-mouthed woman, otherwise known as Kuchisake-Onna.
So the legend is about a woman who is extremely beautiful, but she's very big-headed. All the men in the village would die to take her hand in marriage. She takes advantage of the attention she gets and decides on marrying the samurai, arguably the most handsome and strongest men of them all. However, all of the men didn't give up on pursuing this gorgeous lady. Unfortunately, the samurai had to go to war and she was left on her own. She started to show some interest to the attention she was getting from the other men, and she started to fall for another man. She knew that she was the prettiest woman around and could get what she wanted. And what she wanted was the next most richest good-looking man. Meanwhile, the samurai... What?
No, I was just thinking, like, she is married and her husband's gone off to war.
Yeah, but she's just fit and she knows it. She just loves the attention.
Keep the streets.
Meanwhile, the samurai heard of a story about the most beautiful woman who would only accept the strongest man. As a proud man, he was intrigued. He came back home and his friends led him to the house where the beautiful lady lived. He was shocked to see that it was his own house. He rushes inside to discover his wife in the bed with another man. Outraged, the samurai took his sword and stabbed the man in the chest. He then grabbed his wife by the throat, took his knife and pressed it to her lips. He asked her this question: "Do you think you're pretty?" before slitting the corners of her mouth from ear to ear. The woman turned into an evil spirit named Kuchisake-Onna and wandered the streets looking for revenge. She would walk the streets looking like a normal woman in Japan, wearing a trench coat and a surgical mask, which is obviously the norm now, isn't it?
Yeah.
The old surgical mask. You would normally find her during the dark hours of the night, and if she approached you, she would ask you a very important question. Do you think I'm pretty? But be careful what you answer, as it could be the difference between life and death.
Like it.
Mm.
The facts. Kuchisake-Onna is a malicious figure in Japanese folklore and has been described as a contemporary yokai. Yokai is the name of a group of supernatural beings and spirits within Japanese folklore. Some people have stated the Kuchisake story had roots deriving from the Heian period and the Edo period, but the first reported dates of publication was in 1979. It was reported in newspaper and magazine articles, causing rumours that terrified young children and even adults. The police started to patrol the streets at night, and children were ordered to walk home from school in pairs or small groups.
If you were unfortunate to meet Kuchisake-Onna in the streets and she asked you the dreaded question, "Do you think I'm pretty?" you're probably wondering, how could you get out of this situation alive? Ryan, over to you.
So there are a few options. If you answer, and we'll roleplay this, so you're Kuchisake, and I come across you in an alleyway, go.
Do you think I'm pretty?
No. She will take a pair of sharp scissors and she will stab you to death on the spot. If you say,
"Do you think I'm pretty?"
yes, she will then remove her mask, showing her deformed face, and she will ask you again.
"Do you think I'm pretty?"
To which, if you say yes again, she will give you a red ruby and send you on your way. However, if you say yes, but with a slight hint of hesitation, she will again take out her sharp scissors and she will cut your mouth in the exact same way that she has been cut herself. So you imitate her, right? Now, there are other ways that you can escape or survive. So you can distract her by throwing money, look over there, or throwing sweets, and apparently that will distract her as well. Or you can simply say, when she comes up to you and says,
"Do you think I'm pretty?"
sorry, I don't have time for you. I'm a rather busy man and I need to get going. And you just turn, you walk and you keep going. You don't turn back. And apparently that will also help. And this is sort of stuff kids learn. They were like, they're quite smart. Do you think I'm pretty? Yes. And then they got killed. And then one of them was like, I don't have time. And they just moved on.
Very smart.
They're smart.
To be fair, it could work with me. Like, if you threw me money and sweets, I'd leave you alone.
Yeah, most people would.
So I kind of feel a bit sorry for her. Although she was being a bit of a slag, so get get what you're given.
So, yeah, there's your problem, is that, like I said at the beginning, she is a married lady. Her noble samurai husband has gone off to war. She has no idea if he's dead or alive. Can you justify her going and looking for some other, man?
Depends the timeline, Is it like, has the samurai been gone for years? Is it a week? How long has it been?
But she's not been told that he's dead.
Yeah,
so she's just
you're
assumed.
saying ultimately it is bad what she's done.
Yeah, because she doesn't know if he's died or not. If it had been years, say he's been gone years, I can understand where you try and move on then. But as far as I'm concerned, as far as we've been able to say, he's been gone a matter of days, and she's like, oh, I can't take it no more. Oh my god! And then she's just gone out hunting.
She wanted the attention.
She wanted the attention. She wanted a bit more. She couldn't help it, and then she got punished for it. I don't agree with the punishment.
No, the punishment's a bit bad. But then again, the samurai is like, oh, there's a gorgeous woman looking for a young strapping lad like me. He's just as bad as her. He went to that house not knowing that it was going to be her in there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He was told, oh, there's some very fit woman that lives over the road. And he's like, I'll go check that out.
I'll go check it out. Oh,
Yeah.
it's my house. Oh, it's my missus.
I recognise that.
Oh,
yeah.
yes. I think that punishment is brutal. Have you seen the Jackass episode where they get paper and they
Oh,
give themselves paper cuts in places like that? Oh, that would hurt, wouldn't it?
Mm. But
Well,
someone's actually taken a knife and gone from ear to ear.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she just dies there.
Well, she didn't die.
No, she does die.
Oh, she did. So she's come back as a demon.
It's a spirit that she comes back as.
So she's a demon spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
A vengeful spirit. Do you think you'd get away?
Yes, I genuinely do. Because
Here we go.
if ever I see someone on the street who's like, oh, excuse me, have you got time to talk about the donkeys? No, busy. I don't stop. And then if I do stop, I will talk your ear off to the point where you forgot what you're talking about. And if you do get to the point of going, do you think I'm pretty? And I will say yes, because in every image that we've seen, that you've seen as well, she's a pretty lady, right? They always the picture of a really pretty lady. That's the whole point of her.
Yeah.
And you go, yeah.
She was gorgeous.
And then
she was gorgeous.
she'd rip the thing off. You're not going to be rude and go, no. You're just going, yeah.
Oh, you're so cool, calm and collected. I'd be bricking it if I saw that picture. If I saw that.
But the thing is, right? We've talked about Slender Man. Slender Man's genuinely scary. Kuchisake is just a mutilated woman. I don't really get what's kind of scary about her, if I'm honest. That's genuinely fascinating to me. I genuinely don't see what's actually scary about her. She's an urban legend, and people say, oh, she's this scary, but I don't actually see what's scary about her. She's just someone who's really horrifically mutilated, who's constantly asking for permission or reassurance that she is still pretty. Now I get if you say no, she's gonna kill you, but that's only scary if you know who she is. Do you see what I'm saying? If you just walk down the street and some person went, do you think I'm pretty? And you go, yeah. And then they take it off and they go, do you think I'm pretty? Yeah.
You're not going to be yeah, you are.
But I wouldn't say no.
No, but you will say yeah, but you will initially be like, oh god, you'll be
maybe
taken
that
aback.
would- maybe
And she'll be like,
that's what
that's
would
all
get
I need. She'll stab you.
Maybe I wouldn't get away with it then.
But then she does kind of haunt kids more than adults.
She does seem to go for kids, which
kids-
is bizarre. You think she'd go for men?
Yeah, that is weird. Again, it's probably similar to most urban legends. It's just creepypastas where they want to scare kids into not going out. It's like don't walk the streets alone at night, or don't walk home alone. Don't things like that.
I like Kuchisake. I quite like the story. I like the mythos. I like everything behind her. I like all of that. I think she's really cool as a character, as a story. I think she's really cool.
Yeah, it is mad how the police brought it to life as well. They literally, what did they do?
Well, so there were stories from
It's
kids.
patrolling the streets.
Yeah, there were so many kids saying that they'd seen Kuchisake. They were like, who the fuck is this woman? Who is this woman that keeps traipsing around talking to kids out of nowhere? And then they were There must be something. They're not just making it up, and obviously that's what they are doing. The kids are just making it up. It's a story to tell each other. And that it was so strong that the police were like, yeah, we need to kind of maybe just look into it. Because there may be someone doing this. And obviously there isn't. But I love the idea that the police thought it was real.
Yeah. You never know, it might be real.
I hope so. So is Kuchisake real?
Well, they've done a few films on her, but they are in Japanese.
Yes.
I think they do have subtitles. There is The Carved, the first one,
Right.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Again, subtitles, but if you're unlike me, can sit through a film and read the subtitles, then go for it. I just can't.
So she's also in documentaries, she's in anime, she's in video games, she's in American Horror Story, but she's not who she's supposed to be. If everyone's watched American Horror Story, she is Twisty the Clown.
Yeah, that kind of figure.
So they've taken her story and just sort of adapted it a bit for an American audience.
I love Twisty the Clown.
Yeah, everyone likes Twisty because, like, I forget what his backstory was, but like, he's not a bad person, is he?
He got bullied, I think, and then he attempted to commit suicide
With the shotgun.
Yeah. And failed, and then that's why he wears that mask. But then he just goes around killing people, so you think not much sympathy there. But then his backstory is sad, like he got bullied and then couldn't even kill himself right. Sad.
So that's Kuchisake done. Let us know what you think about Kuchisake as the character. If you have any interesting stories about her, any creepypastas or any fanfic, send us that to our email address, which is down in the description below. If you've got any experience with Kuchisake, drop it in the comments. Make sure you like this video, subscribe, hit the bell so you can get notifications for any videos coming up in the future.
Follow our social media, also linked in the description below, then you can keep updated on what we're doing and videos coming soon.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week for a new urban legend video.
Bye.
Bye.